So Donald Trump made a motion in his D.C. Election interference case involving January 6th and the fake electors in front of Judge Tanya Chutkan. In this motion, he asked Judge Tanya Chutkan to hold off the, as he called it, cherry-picked so-called evidence that Jack Smith has as part of this appendix and all of the corroborating materials of that redacted 165-page brief that Jack Smith filed last week, and we've been talking about, and that was made public last week. And Donald Trump says she should hold off releasing it because it would interfere with the election. And even if she is so inclined to disregard his option to release it or his request that it not be released, that she should consider still holding off to give him time to appeal. Whatever is in this evidence that Jack Smith has, Donald Trump does not want made public. He does not want it out there. Why? Because he knows it's going to hurt him. All of it makes him look bad. He knows he's guilty. Whether he can admit it to himself or not, I think deep down he knows that when this comes out, he is done as a political candidate. He's not going to win the election. He's probably not going to stay out of prison after the election when all these cases hit the fan. Donald Trump is flailing at this point. He is terrified. He is trying anything and everything to stay out of prison. And now he is asking Judge Tanya Chutkan to hold off on doing this, in part because it would interfere with the election. And of course, he brought back up the immunity ruling by the Supreme Court. Now, she has told him before, when it comes to that immunity ruling, she will deal with that in due time when she gets there as part of the process, because part of the thing she has to determine is it wasn't blanket immunity. The Supreme Court did not say presidents are completely immune and can never be charged for anything ever. They said only official acts. And she has to figure out what actions are they alleging are the actions of Donald Trump, official president, and Donald Trump, private citizen trying to be reelected. And that's what this whole brief is trying to get to the heart of. But Donald Trump doesn't care about that. He just knows immunity gets him off the hook and keeps him out of jail. And he wants to use that as long as he can to keep this stuff from being made public because, like I said, he knows it's going to hurt him in the election. It's going to hurt him after the election because when this thing goes to trial, it's going to be pretty cut and dry that he is going to go to prison. I don't see how, with just what we already know, how he doesn't get convicted. And he is trying anything and everything. And basically, he's begging her don't release it before the election, of course, calling it election interference. But remember, we're only at this point because Donald Trump has delayed everything at every opportunity. Every chance he gets to appeal something, every time he gets a chance to ask for more time, he tries to push it out as far as he can. Right after he was indicted, he said, back in 2023, he said, let's have the trial in 2025. Like, he was immediately trying to push things out as far as he can. And that's why we're at this point. He's got no one to blame but himself, but he's begging her for help to keep this information from going public.